Me, Matt here.
Good, Kyle.
You know what time it is.
Me, Matt's right through the night. Killing Daniel's got the size. Wheels of fury on the ground. Engine roaring in the sound. Feel the power, let it rise. With the battle in our eyes. Wheels of fury rolling strong. Together we will carry on.
Hey, me, Matt here. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to the season premiere of Wheels of Fury.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I don't do bloopers anymore. I'm not going to subject you anyways, doesn't matter. Backlash,
BACKLASH.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
and I mean, Kyle and I have done a video. I did a video with cutbacks. They're going to happen anyway, so
Yeah. I mean, that's just the nature of the business. Eventually, like, if somebody's contract doesn't expire and then they don't end up going, like, just leaving and going to a different company, chances are they're going to end up getting released for whatever reason, and then, moving on. That's just the way things go.
yeah.
On the one hand, it's unfortunate that people that lost their job. On the other hand, that gives them an opportunity to explore other options.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, like Brianna, what's her name? Corjade.
yeah.
She has posted an OnlyFans page since leaving the company. Braun Strowman's doing what Braun Strowman. Well, Adam Shearer's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did see the OnlyFans thing, and she started up this OnlyFans account under her, I would presume, her independent wrestling name, Alanya Black.
yeah. And then that's the thing. Like, it's a shame that WWE especially, has still decided to do that. Because I feel like there was so much potential there.
There was.
I mean, Adam Shearer, yeah, there was a guy that I think could have gone a lot farther than they let him. And then the rumors that, well, they let all these wrestlers out because they're too old, and then they want to bring back Alberto El Patron! So, when that happens, I have no idea. But you got Rusev, you got all these other guys, Sheamus,
Yeah.
close to 50. Well, I think Miro is my age.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, and then other people like Dakota Kai, and, well, that's all I can think of offhand, are too old. That's the supposed rumor, and if that's true, then that's bullshit.
I didn't see anything or read anything about, them being too old. I had seen that, I don't know how true it is, but there seems to be some speculation as to the reason they let Braun Strowman grow is because, how do I say this? The input didn't match the output. Meaning he was making more money than what they were utilizing him for.
Yeah, but that's, well, that's not his fault.
No, it just seems, it's almost as if, like, he was getting paid, let's say he was getting paid $150,000.
Right.
And he only, like, he came back, he was having matches here and there. He did that feud with Bronson Reed. he got injured, he took some time off, he came back and he only worked a handful of matches, and then, hadn't seen him in like, what, 6 months? Roughly?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you basically have money sitting on the table that you're not doing anything with, so why not put it to a different use, essentially?
I guess, yeah.
And I mean, like, I understand and I really commend Triple H for giving wrestlers, a lot more time off and, like, don't have to work friggin' all every week through every month, the entire year. If you want time off, you can take time off. It's just, sometimes it seems to be that it's almost as if it gets to a point where they are trying to find something for these people to do, and they can't come up with anything, and then after so much time goes by, and it's like, well, we don't have anything for them, we can't really think of anything, and so instead of just keeping them around and paying them to basically sit at home and do sweet fuck all, we'll let them go, and then they can go to explore their options, go to a different company, and work regularly.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing. Because, and I said this, so I don't want to repeat myself, but I will. You brought back Dakota Kai, you brought back Braun Strowman. The only person that is still in the company, well, because she's the champion right now, is Io Shirai. And yes, I understand that you're getting new guys from AAA, and you've got the Lucha Brothers in the company as well. You brought back Miro as Rusev, but it's almost like, come on. Like, Julia didn't have to turn heel like that and join Roxanne. Why? Because Cora Jade got let go?
I guess.
I don't know. I feel like that's... You want to talk about lazy? That's lazy right there. We're gonna erase people from the roster, but hey, guess what? We're gonna... God, I have no idea. We're gonna make Julia something that she shouldn't be, just because we're gonna replace Cora Jade. That's just an example. Like when he brought back the Good Brothers for the last time. They did very well in TNA and Japan, going back there. But then he brought them back, and how long did they stay in WWE for? Like,
about a year.
Yeah. Now they're just going and doing the same thing all over again, and it's like... So, I mean, I understand cuts happen, but it's just kind of like, you should have given him more of a chance. And instead, you just went, okay. But anyways. Looks like it's going to be a good show. I mean, I am honestly looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting not having an international backlash, you can say what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, because technically we were supposed to have Mexico this year, and that was going to be awesome. Whether it was because of AAA and their promotion and their Worlds Collide's going to be in Mexico,
Maybe.
But so
I mean, like, we probably could still get Backlash in Mexico
yeah,
maybe next year or something. Who knows?
yeah, that's the old tired logic. But maybe next year. But
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity for them to do it,
oh yeah,
especially with the acquisition of AAA now.
oh yeah, and I am looking forward to seeing where that's gonna go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yes, this is a new premiere of Wheels of Fury, and I'm glad that I don't do the bloopers anymore because I'm not gonna have people watch me lose my shit anymore. But
Yeah.
anyways,
And I mean, a lot of the bloopers that Matt would post from videos every day was a lot of the same shit anyways.
pretty much, it's hard to argue with that.
I mean, aside from, one of us fucking up, saying something or saying somebody's name or going off on a rant, it was usually,
It becomes less fun when you start to show people your mental breakdowns
nah.
or whatever. So, and I just thought about that, earlier. It's not that it's burnout, it's just things don't cooperate when you want them to, and it is what it is. I'm trying to make good content, but it's not working out today. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm Jibber Jabber, let's get out. This match, I got a feeling it's either going to be one-sided beating or it's going to be entertaining as hell and still somehow end up being a one-sided beating. Who knows why they went with this route? But we're here now. We're going to have Gunther take on Pat McAfee.
Yeah. I'm not sure where this came from.
Like, I mean, okay, you have Gunther face Jay at WrestleMania for the world title. Gunther loses. He comes out on Monday Night Raw, pissed off that he lost the championship. He's getting in the face of Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. Michael Cole chirps off to saying, I'm not the one who lost WrestleMania. Gunther decides he's gonna choke out, or attempt to choke out Michael Cole. Pat McAfee jumps in, starts waylaying on Gunther, which Gunther ends up choking his ass the fuck out. And then the last couple of weeks, McAfee's been taking pot shots at Gunther. And then Gunther and McAfee had a war of words this past Monday. And it's like, okay, we know that Pat McAfee is good in the ring. He can actually hold his own. And he's entertaining. How well, or how he's going to fare against Gunther, I mean, shit, man, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully Gunther doesn't chop your soul out of your body.
Well, that's just it. I feel like when you had Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole in 2019, and I was like, fuck that. Like, you have a football punter, and he's going into the wrestling world. Again, a lot of wrestlers came from football.
Right.
And I was honestly impressed by Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
In this match, I have no idea. Because if Gunther wins, then it was all for nothing. In my opinion. Gunther should be a dominant force, but you just had him choke out both Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. And then, of course, you have Pat go up onto the table and kind of rant, by the way. Good job, Netflix, for censoring the cusses. And it's like, yeah, I know that there's a chance that Pat is going to lose. Unfortunately, that's just the way it might be. But if that happens, then what?
Yeah, it's like, if Gunther wins, like, okay, he beats Pat. Shuts up Pat. Pat was like, okay, congratulations. You defended Michael Cole. And?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's it. Like, that's why they were being put into this position in the first place, I'll never know. It's just kind of like, they were running out of ideas for Gunther, in my opinion. And there's still that rumor that it's going to be Gunther versus Goldberg in Goldberg's last match. Which, honestly...
Yeah.
So... it's unfortunate, but yeah, I see Gunther go over.
More than likely.
I just, yeah... pray for Mr. McAfee's soul.
Uh-huh. Next we have, for the Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio taking on Penta.
Yeah, that's actually just been announced. Which is like, okay. I don't see Dominic lose the title.
No.
No. He just won it at WrestleMania, of all places. So, give him a bigger push. I think that Penta will get it eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, here's an idea. SummerSlam! You know, like... SummerSlam has had a lot of good Intercontinental title matches over the years, so... yeah, I honestly see Dominic win, if by himself or the help of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Ian, look at it this way, I know that Dominic was cheered at WrestleMania. When this face turn's gonna happen, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean... is it going to be another one of those situations where it's like, okay, a member of the Judgment Day wins a title, they get cheered, even though the Judgment Day is supposed to be a heel faction. And so, okay, well, you had a hell of a run, but like, okay, let's turn them face and go in a different direction with them. I mean, maybe?
Yeah. And again, they're talking about reuniting the Lucha Brothers at some point.
Right, yeah.
I would have done that right away. But I could understand wanting to give Penta and Ray Fenix a singles run.
Like, we know what Penta and Phoenix are capable of as a tag team. We also know what Penta and Phoenix are capable of singles. I mean, fuck, look at when they were in, well, it was Impact Wrestling at that point. Penta won the world title.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
And so, I mean, I have a feeling that they're like, okay, you have Penta on Raw, but Phoenix on SmackDown. You know, really showcase what these guys can do on their own, singles. And then, you know, eventually maybe put a title on, like the Intercontinental title, US title. Could we see them team up at some point? Possibly. When? Who knows? How they would do it? I mean, there are several different options you could go with that.
I mean, if you really wanted to do that, then I would say sometime next year.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, they could do something. Could potentially be tag team. Worlds collide.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, will they? Who knows? But I mean, it's a
It
possibility.
makes a lot of sense.
I mean, Penta and Phoenix, before going to TNA, AEW, and then WWE, spent, I don't know how long, we spent some time wrestling in AAA.
They did. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm sure everybody would like to see Penta and Phoenix team up, like, be the Lucha Brothers again. And like I said, it's just a matter of, like, when they're gonna do it and how to get to that point.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, I don't know. And I feel like, yeah, it'll happen eventually. I honestly think that they want to do the singles thing just to see how far it'll go.
I think so.
If they put the Intercontinental title on Penta, that would be great. If they put the US title on Rey Fenix, that would be great. But it's only a matter of time. And no, I don't see them with the WWE or World Heavyweight title.
Not likely.
It's not a knock on them. It's just take a page out of Rey Mysterio. Like, they put the world title on him, and
Yeah. West title. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, yeah. Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
yeah, well, this can go either way. Like, I look at Fatal 4-Ways and Triple Threat matches, and I'm like, I don't know. I just, it's always hard to choose. I think Damian Priest would make a good U.S. champion. I think that LA Knight, been there, done that. Move on. And Drew McIntyre, like, yeah. I mean, he hasn't been a champion for a while. Yeah, of course, they gave him the world title last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But he fucked the dog when he taunted CM Punk, and that cost him, so.
Yeah.
So, okay, I mean, you know what? Either put the U.S. title on Drew McIntyre or Jacob retains.
Yeah, I don't see LA Knight getting the title back. If you're going to put the title on somebody, either Drew or Priest, I got a feeling more than likely Jacob's going to retain, though.
I mean,
Sure. Women's Intercontinental title. We're going to have Lara Valkyria taking on Becky Lynch.
yeah. I mean, I made my bones about that too. I will say this, and I said this, I'm not sure where, but I feel like that was the most passionate, the best heel promo that Becky has cut.
Yeah.
Like, you look at her heel run in 2018, and that was the shits compared to what they're doing with her now. I just don't want it to get repetitive like John Cena.
Yeah. And maybe that's why they turned her heel. Have her do better
Yeah.
as a heel than in 2018 wasn't too bad, but like there's so much more they could have done with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is true. It's just, okay, so let's say Bayley comes back at some point. You're going to put the title on Becky. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then you'll go on and have that feud with Bayley and Becky if Pam is up to being healthy or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, judging by what happened on Monday and having Lyra go up on top after their back and forth, then I can see Becky go over.
Potentially.
I mean, a lot of people are going to shit on the women's mid-card titles. I definitely disagree with that. I feel like those titles are going to be a lot better than the women's take titles.
I think so. It'll just be a matter of, like, you know, doing more with both titles.
I mean, they need more women. And once again, if you're gonna go and you're gonna keep cutting people off, then just that's your own fault. Like, I don't understand why you did that, but okay. But yeah, if you treat those titles like actual titles and not just a prop, then that would be awesome. And I also like the fact that even though Chelsea lost the title, what they're doing with her now, where she's dressed up like she went to a funeral, like, Chelsea Green is money! Like, she could go in the ring, she's got charisma, she is actually funny.
Yeah.
So... And it's only a matter of time before she goes after the WWE title.
I mean, yeah.
There's a hot take right there. I'm glad that they didn't split up the Scots and Chelsea. I
Yeah.
almost blanked on that. So keep that going for a while. And then, yeah, like, you've got tons of others that could be the mid-card champion. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but you could put it on Charlotte.
Yeah. I mean, the potential and the possibilities are endless with the U.S. and Intercontinental Women's Championships. We just gotta get there.
Yeah.
And... WWE Championship, I think was going to be won last time. John Cena takes on, probably, I would say, his biggest rival, Randy Orton.
Yeah. I mean...
Or if not his biggest rival, definitely one of his biggest rivals.
Well, yeah, I would say that. I feel that I think it's going to be a good match, obviously. Is it too soon for this to happen? I mean, who knows? Again, wanted to see it at WrestleMania. Didn't happen. Okay. I feel like they had a lengthy feud. I don't know. Like, I was going to look up how many times John beat Randy and Randy beat John.
Yeah, really.
But to go back is just kind of like I didn't have the time or energy.
Yeah.
So, and 9 times out of 10 it was John that went over. Super Cena, as he was called back then. This match is going to be interesting, and I really don't want it to be a shit match. Like, this is John's last Backlash.
Yeah.
Let's have a good match. And we want to talk about John having, like... Actually, I'll talk about that in a second, but if you're going to have John Cena take on CM Punk, have it for the WWE title.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have Randy Orton go over on Saturday.
Right.
Become the WWE champion. What is the one title that John Cena has never held?
I don't think at this point it's gonna fucking happen, bro.
Well, I don't know. if John Cena can beat Umaga beat Umaga, then he can definitely take up the small werewolf.
Do you honestly think, however long John Cena is going to be the WWE champion, they're going to, they say, backtrack to the Intercontinental title?
Well, if they turn John Cena heel too late, then they can do this.
Yeah.
And then you can go, alright, so John Cena won the Intercontinental title. Okay, so who can he lose to? Oh yeah, another guy that has never held the Intercontinental title. And he just came back on Monday. Sheamus.
No, at this point, you're just beating a dead horse.
Alright, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But nonetheless, I'm still going to say Randy Orton. Now, where that goes from here, I don't know. In fact, I retract that statement because I don't know who I want to win.
Yeah, I mean, what's said about Dominic, and how could you even say the same thing about Jacob, Leonard could apply here as well. You know, Dominic, Jacob, Cena all won the title at WrestleMania. I really don't think they're going to have them lose their titles a month later.
And now that I said what I said earlier, and then I'm not going to write it, and so I'm just going to say that yes, I forgot that Jacob Fatu was the U.S. title holder, so, and we just talked about that. But yeah, Kyle's right. I don't see them lose the titles like that right after WrestleMania. So, yeah, I'm going to pick John to retain.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I think Randy would make a good champion, but at the end of the day, you still have a lot of other dream matches that John can have in the next few months.
Yeah.
As far as his last match, I don't know, because
Yeah.
you do have Sheamus, you do have Randy Orton. Who knows if that'll happen twice this year.
Right.
CM Punk. If we're gonna have Alberto Del Rio, which I don't really think should be a thing, but okay. And then there's guys that John hasn't wrestled before.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Dominic Mysterio. I mean, so the possibilities are endless for him. Randy Orton as the champion right now, okay. There was that rumor that he was going to join the new Dangerous Alliance. I don't want to see a heel Orton right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just turned Cena heel. We don't need to be turning around and turning Orton heel like right out of the gate.
No. So, and that was Backlash.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, this is the new season premiere of Wheels of Fury. I know it happens like randomly every year, but last year we started at May, so I figured, what the hell? And let's keep it rolling.
Keep the trend going.
Like Limp Bizkit, we're rolling.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting. Well, we'll see what we can do this year. The top last year, or we're not even through this year yet. So, like, I don't know. Like, we just had a fuck of a time putting up the green screen for some reason. So, anyways, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what else we could do, even in the summer. So.
Oh, yeah. And then in 2 weeks, oh, we got a hell of a weekend coming up. We got Under Siege on Friday the 23rd. I believe Double or Nothing's the Saturday, the 24th. And then the 25th, the Sunday, is Battleground.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with that, I mean Matt, this is Killer Kyle. We will catch you in the next one. Deuces.
Later.